Hello. I'm going to go let my Instagram people. Whoa, this is like a lot brighter than I wanted it to be. Whoa. A little bit like that. Okay. I'm going to go on Instagram, let people know I'm live. Here we go. Like I normally do. Hey everybody, I'm live on YouTube right now doing readings. If you're seeing this is for, what are we? February 2nd, 1st? February 1st. March 1st. What month is it, everyone? March 1st. 6:30 p.m. PST. So come see me. Everybody, I'm live on YouTube right now. I have a cough drop in my mouth because I've been having allergies. It really sucks. On YouTube right now doing reading. You don't have to listen. So we'll see if people come in. They notice that I'm live. I don't know. We'll see. Kind of waiting. Am I? Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if people know I'm live. I didn't. Maybe I advertised it a little too late. So we shall see. I don't see any chats. If you're in here, say hello to me so I know that you're in here. What is this new thing? Set a goal. Choose super. Oh, okay. No. They're trying to copy TikTok, apparently. Okay, if you're in here and you could see me, if you could let me know you could see me and say hi. If there's a malfunction. Hi, Dina. Excuse me. I don't want to blow my nose in your face. Hi, Odin. So I'll probably be using Madame Leota to hide. Oh, did I show you guys this? Where is it? I have to plug it in to show you. Your hair looks cute tonight. Thank you. I'm doing readings. I'm going to be on for an hour. I let people know to get on my list every 15 minutes, meaning every 15 minutes I'll do a reminder because I stop 15 minutes, but pretty much 45 minutes in taking people on my list. But did you guys see? Why isn't it playing? What is happening? She's plugged in. She's plugged in, right? Because she's lit up. What's the problem? It's Madame Leota.
Serpents and spiders, tail of a rat.
Call in the spirits, wherever they're at. She has wild hair like me.
Goblins and ghoulies from last Halloween. Awaken the spirits
with your tambourine.
Wizards
and witches, wherever you dwell.
Give
Give
us
us
a
a
hint
hint
by
by
ringing
ringing
the
the
bell.
bell. Oh, I love her. I love her so much. Thank you, Madam Leota. I'll put you over here for next time. Yes, yes, yes. I think Disney needs a different type of medium. They need me. They need the house medium. Yes, yes. So it's the magic ball, but it's Madame Leota from the Haunted Mansion. Hi, Adela. It's Marissa. Your hair clips are super cute. Hi. Sorry, Marissa, that you were talking to me on TikTok and you were like, you read for me. Okay, I apologize. Sometimes I read those comments really quick and I get all kinds of crazy comments. And so sometimes my guard is up right away on the talk, on the tickety talk. So I was like, oh duh, so sorry. Um yes. So I am doing readings tonight, but we're also doing a little chit chat. How's everybody feeling? How's everybody holding up? Um if I have allergies, if you're in the LA area, you may know that it sucks. The wind was blowing. So I may put up this fan if I have to blow my nose cuz I don't like doing it in front of people. I've always never liked doing that in front of people. It took me a lot of years to even to blow my nose in front of people I knew, let alone on YouTube in front of a bunch of strangers. I don't understand people who like do kinds of crazy things online or eat. I don't like watching people eat. Um, all the human stuff. Anyway, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? What's going on? How's everybody holding up? It's been interesting times, as we know. I know people have been feeling it. I know in my readings, can you guys hear this cough drop? Because I don't want it to be like crackety crackety crack in your ear. It feels like the energy lately feels like, when you're just kind of trying to hold on, when you're on like a roller coaster ride and you're like, it, roller coaster ride is probably not the best, but it's kind of when you're on a bumpy road and you're driving in a car and everything's getting crazy and you're like just trying to hold on and try and get through. That's what it feels like. I don't know how it's been feeling for everybody else, but I kind of feel like at that point, oh my God, my anxiety has spiked this week, in particular with everything going on with this prez and administration. Yeah, I feel like it's done on purpose. There's kind of like a plan to wear people out, to just keep plummeting people with stuff. So they just kind of go, whatever, we give up. Oh, do you guys see this? This is my humidifier because it's so dry where I am that I need to manufacture hu- um, humidity into the air. So, um, but I feel like it's definitely on purpose to kind of wear people down, to kind of go, if we just keep plummeting people with thing after thing after thing after thing, eventually they're just going to kind of do what we want and we'll wear them down. That's what I feel. They'll stop questioning us. So the best thing to do is to never stop using your voice and never stop questioning. How's everybody else been doing? And give me some good news. You know what this means? Oh, you can hear it though. Damn. Damn. I'm going to mute it next time. I got you, Marissa. I want to see if this works. Tell me if I'm going to hit mute and I'm going to go like this to let you know I hit mute. Tell me if it works. Oops. I was talking to you guys. I said I will not blow your nose in my ear in your ear if I need to. Okay, cool. Good to know. I got you, Marissa. You're on my list. Let people know. Every 15 minutes I'll let you know you have, this much time left to get on my list. I only come on for an hour because that's kind of, I had 3 readings today and all the other things I have to do. I don't really ever have a full day off. So going on an hour, I feel like is fair. Okay, let's try this. Let's try my little plan. Let's try this. Here's Madam Leota. I'm going to mute you. Did it work? You guys didn't hear or see anything, did you? I hid behind the curtain. I think it's polite. Like, I don't like when I watch people live and they're like, like eating and blowing their nose. And I'm like, maybe people are a little more real. I don't know. Okay. Marissa, what question do you have for me? I can tell everybody's in the listening mood tonight, so I'm not going to bug you guys to talk back to me. I guess I'll just get to the readings. Let you know. Go ahead and get on my list. I do only go on for an hour. Every 15 minutes, I'll remind you to get on my list. So go ahead and jump on my list. Marissa is first in line. What can I do for you, my dear? So I'm wondering if you can look at my work situation this month. I've been applying to things. So, you want me to look and see how the places you're applying to, can you be like, how many things are we talking? Like because I won't look at it in a month. I don't go by month. I'll go by like what you've been applying to and how I see that working out for you, if that makes sense. Like, what type of jobs have you been applying for? Gotta stay hydrated. Okay, I'm applying to an AI company and a similar one for policy roles. I'm about to send a big one in. Oh, wow. Awesome. Okay, let me take a look. So it's more if I'm targeting the right things. Okay, cool. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Okay, so first of all, my first hit is to say yes. You're absolutely targeting the right things, especially at this time. Meaning, everything is going to be moving rapidly towards AI in the next year. And it's going to move so fast, it's going to make people's heads spin. So the more you're ahead of the game and you're applying to things like this, you are creating such a wonderful scenario of success. My feeling is I don't really feel like any of these things are standing out particularly right now because I feel like what's happening is how do I say, whenever you're trying to kind of manifest something in your life or you're trying to make a shift or a change, if you start kind of putting energy in that direction, then the universe is like, okay, don't worry, you're going in the right direction. We're going to bring something to you. So let's just put this way, you are definitely moving in the right direction. I will say this, I feel like you're going to end up in a smaller type of company, not like a big, you know, um, company of it's not a starter, but it's smaller, and you're gonna get, cut your teeth there and get to know everything and to know this new way of doing things. But I do have a vision that it will be like not a bigger company. And you're absolutely heading in the right direction. This is the best direction. It's smart. Um, I feel like you will be a bigger fish in a smaller pond, and they'll appreciate your assets and what you have to offer in this smaller company. In a bigger company, you're going to feel like you're competing. It's not just that you're competing with other people, but you're not qualified enough. Sorry for what they're looking for. So, don't feel hurt or discouraged about it. The smaller company is kind of like we want somebody with your expertise, but we want to teach you the AI aspect of it. So yeah, I feel really good about it. It's helpful of how to focus. Good. I'm going to take action to reconnect with me. Actually, I don't. Like I said in the description, I'm doing readings on donations. I'm not doing. These aren't people just asking questions. So if you read in the description, you'll see. And I'm finishing up a reading of somebody who already donated. Um, yeah. So I don't do yes or no. I'm a thorough reader. I'm an ethical reader. So yeah, so that's what I think, Marissa. Um, it's actually looking really positive. So I just wanted to remind people you can get on my list, 15 minutes, doing the 15-minute call. Um, oh my God, yay, I needed this. Awesome. Um, wanted to remind people on my Patreon a couple things. Patreon, I love that I posted on my Patreon if people want to practice reading each other. I feel like I'm going to have to like do this more, push everybody's little tuchus to connect with each other, because the whole point of my Patreon was so people can find like-minded people and practice reading, kind of meet people who kind of speak your own language around the world. Um I post on my Patreon every day energy climate. If you don't know what that is, ask me right now and I'll tell you. I do that daily. I also do monthly speed readings for everyone. But what's cool is people who do mentorship with me, people who mentor with me, who are learning how to read, who want to go become professional readers. They also are going to have a space on Patreon to connect with people and practice reading. But also, if you just want to meet people who speak your own language, how many people feel like it's difficult to connect with people who understand all the spiritual stuff and you know what I mean, who get this type of thing that you're into. And that is kind of what I create why I have the Patreon. It's one of the reasons, and it's also a place where I can post classes and things like this. With all that said, since I have you all here, and I definitely have room on my list, I've read Marissa. I don't think I've gotten anybody else um for readings. I posted something about doing a class on how to communicate with aliens. And I was trying to ask if people in the LA area would want to come to in-person class. And I don't think people understood that. So everybody was like, yeah, I want this class. If I did a Zoom class like this, are you guys interested in this? Let me know in the comments, because everyone says yes to things. And then, I don't know if you're serious. You would do a Zoom class. Okay. Because I kind of I want to do in-person things, but honestly, it's kind of hard these days. Am I just imagining this, or am I right that, and you guys could tell me, am I right that most people just kind of want to go online now? Not go anywhere. And not go anywhere. I don't know. Am I imagining this? I feel like that's the case because I've done some in-person things, but I feel like it's kind of annoying for people these days. And maybe it's just LA. Maybe. I mean, we had fires, we had all kinds of things going on. Um anyway, I am doing readings on here with donation. I have the information in the description. And also we're doing a little chit chat. You guys, if you want a personal question or you want me to do a medium reading, that's what the donation is for. But if you have something you're curious about, meaning, is there something I can, if you have some questions about spirituality or about, um, paranormal, this is the time to discuss with me. And I feel like this time of the month, is it just me or everyone feels a little quiet? I feel like even online's a little quiet. Am I just imagining these things? Energy feels like everyone's just kind of like, I feel like maybe everyone's just exhausted. Everyone's just exhausted. I don't know. Kind of could be that too. This could be a time where people are just feeling a little burnt out. I just got somebody. Okay, let's see who that is. Adriana. Adriana, are you on here? Who are you? Are you Adriana on here? Or do you have a pseudonym? I think Marissa's the only one talking back to me. Is this mic on? Hello? Hello? Um, Adriana, where are you? Where are you, Adriana? Are you there? Some people might be offline to avoid politics. I think so, Jules. I think you're right. Is this Julene? You could be right but that's why I created my Patreon. I've had some people say they're going off. It's Julene. It's Julene. Julene was just on my podcast, and here's a little sneak peek. She's coming back on because she has some more stories. Look what happens when you write in. You get to come on my podcast. Julene was just sharing. Sorry, I'm a slow typer. That's okay. I'm about to read it, Adriana. Julene came on my podcast to talk about fairies and leprechauns. Leprechauns and fairies, leprechauns and fairies. Okay. I have a doctor's appointment on Monday for some stomach issues I've been having. I've just been wondering if you could be able to tell me if you see anything I can tell her. Sure did. Okay, here's the thing, Adriana. I can. And that is another thing I'm going to be posting. I'm going to be posting um, more and more stuff about physical healing. And I am slowly coming out of the closet that I am a medical intuitive and I can see in people's bodies. But what do I always say? Check with your doctor, which you're doing because I'm not diagnosing. Um, but yes, I do this in readings a lot. I haven't felt comfortable putting that on my bio on my website, but I have been letting people know that I'm a medical intuitive more and more, and then learning other things about healing. So I'm going to do two things for Adriana. I'm going to look and see what I see. But I also see this when it comes to the body. There's the physical body, biology, right? What we're made of, this avatar. And there's the spirit body, or what I like to call the electric body. And that electric body can affect the physical. So I look at both because I 100% believe in medical science. Matter of fact, I was binging the show The Pit all day. I really find it fascinating and I'm terrified. It's both. But I also believe the spirit body affects us physically. So I'm going to look at both, okay? All right, hold on. What I do is I scan you from the back and then I flip you around. It's kind of like looking at a 3D image, like on a computer. You ever see, like in the movies, they show someone 3D image? That's how I see you. It's not literally like your physical makeup, if that makes sense. It's like an outline. Anyway, I don't know if I bored you with all that, but I'm going to scan you right now. So hold on. Okay. So when I see you in the back, do you have some pain on, hold on, your right side in the back, lower back? Okay, let me flip you to the front. Is the pain in your stomach, if I'm facing you, it's my left. Again, this is all the right side. Are you having the pain on the right side? Okay, hold on. What's interesting is that there's almost like this little, like it's almost, are you there, Adriana? It's almost like a obstruction. That's what I'm seeing it as. And it could be things aren't moving in the GI. So, because I just saw like this, almost like this, is she there? Yes, I have some on off and sciatica that I have pain and physical therapy. It's a bit more on my right leg. I've been stretched daily, but it doesn't go away entirely. I feel like your stomach pain and your back pain is starting to be connected, almost like an obstruction is causing more of the back pain. If you are backed up, it can affect your back more than normal. I have sciatica too, and it like pushes it. That's why I was seeing like there's something kind of, I don't know if this might be too much TMI, but I don't feel like things are flowing. And I make sure that they take like a scan of it. You know what I mean? Like they do like either a CAT scan or X-ray or something. I don't feel like this is anything serious, but again, I'm not a doctor and I don't want to say I'm diagnosing anything, but I feel like this is very fixable on lifestyle because I did see a lot of bloating. Does this make any sense to you? It's like restricted here. Let me look at something else. Hold on. On the spirit body, you are carrying a lot of weight for people. Like you are, I felt like it almost looks like when someone's pregnant, but it's not literal. Like you are holding a lot for everyone in the family. Cause I even saw it like here around your heart, like it's heavy and you gotta learn to cleanse that all off. Like you have to cleanse your spirit and you have to cleanse your emotions because it's starting to affect your body. Because that's why I said I feel like you're not expressing yourself. And so you got to get your physical body taken care of, but your electric body is clogged as well. Does this make any sense? Is anybody listening to me? Am I just out here by myself? Just wanted to remind everybody it's the top of the hour. I'm on here for another half hour. You have 15 more minutes to get on my list or to get a reading, and then I will be closing the list. Still here. Thank you, Julene. If you didn't catch Julene's episode, go check out the House Medium. And if you want to have a fun little, wonderful little ride with us down fairy tale lane of fairies and leprechauns, I loved it. I hope Adriana is still there. So just so because I want to see if this makes any sense to her. So this is what I've kind of been learning more and more about healing, that a lot of our spirit body, if we don't take care of it, and even with myself, I'll see it. If I'm not taking care of that part of myself, it starts to affect not only how you feel, but how you look. By obstruction, do you mean like constipation or my stomach? I've been trying to work on dieting and exercise, but I'm not sure if I'm allergic to anything or what it's okay to eat. I wouldn't change what you're dieting. And yes, I meant the C word, not the C word, constipation. Um, and um, also the last part of what I said about how you're handling things. It's not just about diet and exercise. It's also about your spirit, and it's also overburdened and clogged up and having a hard time. You feel like you're just carrying a load. Now, this is much as I can do on these short little readings. I do longer readings, obviously, on things like this. But yeah, it kind of looks like make sure you don't just go on a diet. I got you, Stephanie. Make sure you don't just go on a diet without someone consulting. So maybe like a nutritionist or something like this. The family stuff does make sense, but besides the therapy I'm in, I'm not sure how to express myself, communication with my family, and I worry deeply about the problems. You have to you can express how you feel to them, but you do have to let go of that. It is affecting your health. These things affect our health as well, everyone. And even I forget to do those things for my spirit body. Okay. So you have to take care of both. I do feel like you need to go on a cleaner diet, but you shouldn't detox and go crazy. I do feel like light exercise, but don't go crazy. But you have to, like, you can't just go to therapy. You have to know when to lay down things that you don't have control. I hope that helps at least send you on the right path. Okay, Stephanie, what can I do for you? Um, so yes, this is what I do. But make sure you tell them about the pain and make sure they check it out. Don't let them just try to convince you, oh, it's just a little stomach pain. Okay. But everybody, this is something I've been kind of trying to figure out how to really launch out here, which is about physical health. What can I do for you, Madia? Stephanie, it does. Thank you. All right, awesome. I feel like everything is kind of, it's a little bit laggy. Am I imagining it, or does it feel a little laggy? So waiting for Stephanie. In the meantime, I'm glad I made it before the time ran out. I was waiting for my headphones to charge for my privacy here at my home. My question is, do you see me finding a career at I excel and get back on my feet? Well, okay, I need to know, because the future isn't something that happens to us, it's more what we're putting into it. What is it that you're trying to what work are you trying to do? Can I ask you? I was 20 seconds behind. You're fine. And if somebody wants to get on my list, you have like about 10 more minutes. It's fine. What kind of work are you trying to get done? I'm looking for a job in insurance. Okay. Okay. So let me see. Excel. Is that what you really want to do, Stephanie? Because I'm just not, I feel like you're doing what you think makes sense, but I don't feel like this is something you really want to do. And that's a problem because if you're doing something because you're going, this makes sense, it doesn't have, it won't have the same effect. The success will be harder. I was desperate and took the job I have now, but the hours are so bad. Okay. Let me re-ask you this. What is it that really want to do? What are you really drawn to doing? Because I see you as much more of a the benefits hours is what interests me in insurance. I know. But what is I'm going to get to that. But what is your passion? As far as you getting a job insurance, I feel like this won't be hard for you at all. But what I'm concerned about is that you'll end up in a place that is just kind of rinky dink, isn't really you at all. And I feel like you're going to feel really uncomfortable and out of place. So I feel like if you're going to apply for something like this, then you should go for kind of the bigger, I want to say like the bigger, badder business, meaning like a much more established place. I feel like if you go for some kind of like any job that because you're just like, oh, I want to make enough money to be home a decent hour and weekends off with my family. I feel like my passion is my family. Aw, oh, that's so sweet. Yeah. Here's the thing. What I'm trying to say is that what I foresee and what I see for you is more kind of like a corporate type of job, not a small kind of insurance company. So I saw my vision for you is that you actually do well. And I know like everyone wants to put down corporate, but some people do well in it. I actually feel like you would do well more in a corporate type of setting. So that's what I see for you. So I say go for the bigger because the vision I have is that the place I see you getting a job at is that they're like they have so many positions to fill. So they're fine if you're like new to this type of work or if it's like an entry level because they want people to grow. So what I'm saying is you could be tempted like, oh, I'll go for the smaller company because you might be intimidated, but I actually see you actually getting work for a more bigger corporation. And I do feel like you would like it. I feel like you would like that you go in, you get your coffee, you do your job, you clock out, go home. I just got shut down from a big corporate company. Who cares? That's like one. That's exactly why I'm telling you this. This is exactly why I'm telling you this because I had a feeling you're going to get intimidated. So, okay, who cares about that? You keep going. Anyway, whenever you get rejected, and this is for everyone to listen, whenever you get rejected, you look at it and wear it like a badge of honor because at least you're trying. You're putting yourself out there. You don't feel bad you're getting rejected because you're like, should have got the job. Because I mean, that's ridiculous. Nobody gets all the jobs that they're applying for. Um, Maybe when you're 40, when you're 50. I don't know. Not even then. So what I'm saying is keep going. That's why I felt the need to tell you this, because I have a feeling you wouldn't like go for those other type of jobs. And I do feel like you like that. You like the idea of consistency. You know what you're dealing with. You don't want to deal with, you like the idea of like, okay, there's like an order to things. You like following that order. Okay, so keep going, because what I foresee is that this company's saying, we're hiring a bunch of people. Some people are just kind of intro level people. And so they're willing to put you on that, but they're not going to, um, your entry level. You know what I mean? So they're not going to like hire, you may have to take a little bit of a pay cut to like, let me just put this way, and I'm going to end it with this. I foresee that there'll be a small little company that you're going to say, oh, well, they pay a little bit more and I feel like I'll have a better chance. And there's a bigger company and they pay a little less and you're scared you won't have a chance. Go for the bigger company with a little less, because you will grow with them and you will end up getting paid more anyway. In the little company, you will not grow at all. That's what I have to say. And if you keep applying, I feel like by June, by spring, you will have a new position. And when I see time, it doesn't mean that it takes you all the way to June. It's like I see you settled in by June. So I feel like, be patient and know that you're going to wait till you have the right place. Okay. You're welcome. Okay. So no other people want to sign up. If you don't want to sign up, you have a few minutes to sign up. If you don't, you're the best. Oh, thank you. If you don't, then we can do a little chat. If you guys have any questions about the paranormal, spirituality, anything, I'm going to unplug Madame Leota because she lights up the whole room. Isn't she wonderful, lighting up the whole room? But it's not great at nighttime. um, yes. Any other? If we have anybody who else wants to join, remind everybody. I have a Patreon. You can join that as well. I do private readings. I love the fact that I've been doing a lot of mentorships. I've had a lot of people signing up for my mentorships, and it's been a lot of fun because some people sign up for a mentor because they want to become more professional readers. Some people are doing mentorships because they are just wanting to hone their gifts and learn about what their gifts are. Some people are signing up because they want to change their life and they need someone to kind of help guide them through it, like hold their hand. But it is kind of my favorite thing I'm doing because it's fun to watch people progress and in real time. Anyway, any other types of questions about anything? If you still have a few minutes to sign up for a reading today. But any other questions about paranormal? Nothing? Is everybody just chilling tonight? Is this a chill night? Is this just like a layback Saturday? People going to watch the Oscars tomorrow? I used to be a big Oscars watcher. I don't know. I just get irritated these days, which is so weird because I used to be so into it. But now it just annoys me. Oh, and I haven't even seen Wicked yet. Sorry, I'm not a huge musical fan. I like it, but I'm not. I'm not. It's irritating. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, no one's talking back to me, so. Okay, ask something. What do you see me happening this? Oh, what do you see happening with the alien disclosure in the near future? I feel like they have already had a disclosure. I don't see that. I mean, they've already had disclosures. It's already happened. and no one seemed to really care. So I feel like everyone is trying to hold their breath to like aliens are going to walk out of the White House or something. It's not going to happen. That's never going to happen. And even if it did happen, people wouldn't believe it. So I feel like they've already done a disclosure. I think they've been pretty clear and that has said that aliens exist and that they have always existed. And I mean, I don't really feel like anything new is going to really happen. My vision of what's going to happen with aliens is it's going to start getting peppered in more and more where people like they've had the disclosures and people were like, "Oh, okay, disclosure, whatever," right? And they're just going to keep um putting stuff like that out there, meaning like they're going to go, "Oh, and what about this? And what about that? And what about this? And what about that?" And people are going to get more and more comfortable. Does that make sense? They're going to go, "Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense." So people just get more and more easy with the idea of things, and I feel like that's what's going to happen is that, oh, now everyone didn't even flinch when the government came out and said, "Yes, we do have aliens." People were like, "Yeah, okay, we figured." You know, yes, it does. So no big event. I don't know. I don't foresee a big event. I feel like it's going to turn into one of those things where it's going to be like, "Oh, and by the way, oh, did we tell you that, aliens are part of AI or whatever?" And people are like, "Oh, that makes total sense." And it's just going to they're going to keep pushing the goal posts and seeing how people react. That's how I foresee it happening. I feel like it's going to keep pushing the line and see how people react. Here's why. And I'm going to end this question with this. What people don't realize is that the biggest reason why they don't reveal aliens has to do with religion. The most pushback I get on any video I ever do or anything I ever talk about, I could talk about demons, I could talk about spirits. I could say that I floated to, the roof of my house and floated out, whatever. And people are like, okay. But whenever it's aliens, people get really pissed off because they say it's demonic and it's wrong because it messes up the whole idea of the way people see we were brought to this world. So if you introduce the idea that aliens really exist, then people start to go, that can't be because we are the only ones made in God's image. So it I've been saying this for years, and then um I saw that they actually said this in the disclosures that the reason why they can't tell people about aliens has to do with religion and people's upsetness with it. Yes, I could definitely see religions, but it's not playing a factor. It is the factor. I promise you. It is the factor. And if you go and you research it, a lot of these government officials who have come out to talk about this have talked about the reason why they haven't presented this um, more to the public has to do with religion because the people will not be able to handle it due to their religion. So religion is the reason. I'm telling you. So there you go. That's what I feel. Um, People get very volatile about it. So yeah. Well, thanks for hanging with me, everyone. You can I come on here at least once a week, sometimes every 2 weeks. Depends on the vibes. And you can catch me on Instagram, on TikTok, on my podcast, The House Medium. Go listen to Julene's latest episode, and she's going to come back on for some like spirit stuff, some stuff having to do with those on the other side. But if you want to hear about Fae and leprechauns, go listen to her story and send in your story to the house medium at Gmail. Thank you all for joining me. I'm gonna go eat dinner now and chill out. I hope you guys have a great evening, great weekend. Try not to stress yourself out about everything going on. You got to take breaks. You got to take breaks because if you submerge yourself too much, you're going to go a little nuts. Gonna go a little nuts. There's a lot going on. Follow yourself, follow no one, listen to your inner voice, and I'll see you soon. Thank you guys. Thanks for hanging with me.